The difference is, number one, I know why I felt that way, and I know what I'm dealing with, and I know what hits me when it hits me. So now the question becomes, what am I going to do with it? I ended the first thoughts in my head asking the question, what am I going to do with the knowledge that I have now as it relates to my diagnosis with depression, and where do I go from here? And someone commented asking what the answer would be. They would like to know more, part two, and understanding the answer. So this is it. The short, I think I still am looking for the answer, if I'm being 100% honest. Head knowledge is one thing, but what you do with that information is a whole other scenario. And if I'm honest, I don't know what I'm going to do with the knowledge. I can tell you what I haven't done. I haven't taken the necessary steps to make myself better. And so then you have to ask the question, well, do you really want help? Welcome back. Welcome back. This is another episode of The Thoughts in My Head, a series where I just talk about some of the thoughts in my head. There's no advice, there's no information you take home, there's nothing you need to write down. This is literally just me processing my thoughts in the hopes that it gets you to process your thoughts that are floating in your head as well. So it's funny because I started talking about my depression very recently. It's not something that I wanted to continue to talk about, not something that I wanted to harp on, so to speak, or become the mental health advocate or anything like that. Not saying that I'm not an advocate for mental health. I mean, I did get my degree in Christian counseling, my master's degree in Christian counseling recently. So it's not necessarily that I'm against mental health in any capacity. I believe everyone should be in therapy, myself included. But I guess going back to answer the question, or, replying the information of, do I want to do anything about it? Because clearly I have not. And in fairness, there are certain circumstances to where I can't necessarily get the help that I probably need. I.e., I don't have health insurance. I made the decision to quit my full-time job with benefits to be happier, which, looking back on it, it's like, how happy are you really when you don't have, some of the basic things that you're used to? But, that's a topic for another day. But yeah, so answering the question, what do I do with this knowledge? For now, I have just been talking to other people, trying to help them understand where they are in their process. And, if it is something serious, advocating for them to get the help and resources that they need, whether it be therapy, whether it be medication, whether it be inpatient or outpatient treatment. I've done it all. I saw a video from the Tamron Hall show on Instagram, and the guests were David and Tamala Mann. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know what the context of that particular show was, but the clip was David talking about him realizing that he was depressed for 2 years. And normally I don't really listen to videos on Instagram. It's nothing personal. It's just I have to be honest, I've become a TikTok girl, so it's very rare that I listen to people's videos on Instagram. But I decided to listen, and I'm glad that I did, because I kind of knew what he was going to say, and the fact that, like, I understood, him being a comedian, among other things. He was a talented actor, he's a singer, but I kind of knew where he was going to go. And he said, Tamron asked him, what does depression feel like? And the answer he gave is what I have always told people, or at least what I've always said in my diary. Whether or not I've told anyone may be another topic. He said, it feels like you're drowning, but nobody knows that you're drowning. And it was not ironic, but it was interesting that he used the exact same analogy that I use. Like I said, I probably haven't told anyone in person that that's what it feels like, but it's definitely in a couple of journal entries, because that's what it feels like. And going back to answering the question of what am I going to do with this, I recall a journal entry where I wrote, I feel like I'm drowning, but in my head I know how to swim, yet I can't keep my head above water. And I'm out here by myself, drowning. And the easiest thing would be to just let go. And that's where I currently am. I'm drowning. I know how to swim. I know what I need to do to stop myself from drowning. But yet, there I am, sinking deeper and deeper and deeper. And to add another layer to it, when people see me, they see me swimming. And that's where I'm at. I hope things get better. I hope I get better. I hope I'm able to be in a position to go back to therapy or treatment if need be. Perhaps I'll give medication a try again, or figure something out, because I'm tired of drowning. And I only have two options. I can either ask for help, or I can let go. And I can stop fighting and just let nature take its course. By no means is this a cry for help. I don't want anyone trying to do welfare checks. I'm fine. But yeah, these are the thoughts in my head. We'll see how it goes. I will say you'll get more episodes of Thoughts in My Head. We'll talk more. But I think I'm done talking about depression for a while. But please, if you are in a position where you feel like you're drowning and no one knows, please, seek help, seek resources, whatever has to be done. Please take the necessary steps. But that's all I got to say about that. And these are the thoughts in my head.